What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right. What I wanted to talk about today was SPS staking because we have a lot of new folks to the game, to the channel, to just this whole ecosystem. And first and foremost, I want to say welcome to the game. It's an awesome place, awesome community. I have been playing since the end of August of last year. So I still count myself as relatively new in learning, although I feel like I have progressed decently well. I'm proud of the progression that I've made, but a big part of that is because I was able to just dive straight in. I had awesome virtual mentors. There's a lot of really great YouTube content out there, and actually not just on YouTube, but anywhere you look, on PeakD, on the different blogs. So I wanted to become part of that, start to give back to the community. And this, while it may seem basic, I just wanted to kind of dive into SPS staking and what it means and how it works. So SPS is a governance token. Okay, that might be a little too basic. But what staking does is it allows you to get certain benefits, right? You'll need it for tournaments. You will need it for potentially land and ranked battle rewards in the future. We're not really sure about that. But at the moment, you need it for tournaments. You need it for vouchers. And we know that vouchers are going to play heavily into the future. So at the time that we are speaking, the APR is about 38% is what we're showing. And it's still pretty awesome. You know, when I started, it was 135%. And before that, it was even higher. But here's the crux of the video, because what I've been hearing what people have been asking me is, oh, you know, well, SPS staking rewards or the APR, well, that just continue to go down forever. Well, no, not necessarily. And here is how it works. Every single day, the SPS given out for staking rewards is 250,000. So that is divided by the total number of people staking SPS. And as you can see here, the total number of SPS being staked is 239 million. Okay. Now we know that the circulating supply is significantly more than that. And what ends up happening is, as more and more people stake SPS, there is less of this 250,000 to go around. So the APR can technically go up if people unstake. Now, we haven't really seen that, because what the team wants really is for people to stake their SPS forever, right? I think I'm paraphrasing Aggroed in that sense, because they want to deliver value through SPS. Right now, we are only seeing that with the staking rewards, vouchers, tournaments, but we know there's a lot more coming in the future. So buying and staking SPS and holding it for the long term, we'll say, and long is relative, right? It's how I'm not telling you to buy and hodl until the end of time. You have to make your own decision on that. But buying and staking SPS, or however you acquire SPS, staking it is going to get you those benefits, right? Now, as more and more people come into the game, as SPS has been on a major dip and a lot more long-term holders have bought in and therefore have staked it, that APR has come down. So it's not that it only goes down. It's just, as more and more people come into the game, it will continue to go down, because that rate, right, is the same rate of what this 250,000 is going to be distributed to in the correct proportions, right? So however much SPS you have staked out of this 239 million is how much you're going to get, and therefore that equals your APR at this point. What's interesting to see for me, though, is we know that there's going to be a total of 3 billion tokens, but 3 billion is not going to be fully diluted until 2026, if I believe. Roughly 2026, right? There's a 5-year plan for SPS to be distributed that started in July of 2021 when the token was launched. Some things have been pushed back, so we don't know for example, the starting dates of the ranked battle rewards. So it may bleed out into 2027, who knows? But we're also talking about like 5 years down the road at this point, 4 or 5 years down the road. Anything can happen, crazy stuff. So let's not look that far ahead. All we know is that for the time being, SPS will continue to be given out or earned or rewarded in certain ways, right? Here's the cool thing. At At 38%, right? I'm sorry, at 240 million staked, we have 38% APR, which equals actually 46% APY. Now, the website that I'm using here is Splinter Cards, and I cannot recommend this website enough. There's so much that you can learn: gameplay, cards, all the different tools that they have. Right now, I am using the staking calculator tool. And what we can see here is, looking ahead, what happens when we stake up to 500 million, right? Which is, I don't think we even have that much out right now. But if all of the SPS were to be staked, you're still going to get a return of roughly 18% on the APR, and that bumps up to 20% for APY. And APR is just like your daily, so 18.3% divided by 365, whereas APY counts the compounding effect of it, right? So if you were to take whatever rewards you have every single day and restake it or auto stake it, if that comes to be, then that's what the APY would equal. So, if you have 100 SPS, I don't even know how much that is. It's like $17 at this point, 17.3. This is what you would earn. Now let's put something a little bit more significant in, because just to see what the numbers would look like. So if you were to have 1,000 SPS stake, that's roughly $170, I believe. Yeah, $170, maybe $175. That's going to get you one SPS in your daily rewards, right? So every single day you come in and you will be able to claim and then potentially restake, sell, whatever you want to do, that 1.05 daily SPS, right? Now you can see that goes down in proportion to as more and more SPS gets staked. Now, the interesting thing here, though, and it's hard to necessarily quantify, although I'm going to do my best right now to do that, is the fact that we are also getting vouchers, right? And so I don't know, well, let's see here. Your share, so let's see, if you were to have 1,000, you'd have 0.000418, right? And you're going to multiply that times the 20,000 vouchers given out every single day. That doesn't seem right. My math must be off somewhere. Oh, that's percent. So so we have to divide this by another 100. There we go. So you would be getting 0.0836 vouchers per day. Doesn't sound like much, but with vouchers currently valued over $2, right? They were hovering at $2 for a while. Now with the end of the phase 2 sale, it seems like they're bumping up a little bit, but I'm just going to use $2 as a conservative estimate. That's an additional at this point 16.7 cents per day, which, as it currently stands, is the price of another SPS. So with the current price of SPS, this is where things get very interesting. With the current price of SPS, if you are taking the vouchers that you are getting, and even if it's just fractional vouchers every single day, but if you are taking those vouchers, selling it, right, at a value of $2 while SPS is in this sub 20 range, your APR is actually almost double. It's like maybe 76, maybe 75%. So just wanted to call that out. I thought that was a little interesting little tidbit there. Now, I'm sure the thing is, vouchers have value, right? Outside of just being a proxy for SPS. So it really is like, do you want that voucher? Do you want to use that voucher for whatever voucher utility there will be in the future? Right now, it's just bonus packs once the general sale begins. But also, if you want to start collecting them for Rift Watchers, I'm sure the price of vouchers, as the value goes through its price discovery, will rise over time, or at least find an equilibrium higher than $2, in my opinion. I don't know. It could be higher. It could be lower than that. You never know. But as we saw with the pre-sale of Chaos Legion, voucher prices were at a ridiculous premium, selling over $25, maybe even $30 at some points, right? So we already have some information for Rift Watchers, and maybe that's what's keeping voucher prices above the $2 range, right? They've only dipped below very briefly. We'll see what happens once the general sale begins, but anybody who's planning long-term may want to hold on to vouchers. Now, if you don't care about vouchers and you're just sniping cards off the market, which is a very, very valid strategy to go about doing, or you want to buy in vouchers later, or whatever the case is, then maybe what you consider is selling your vouchers for SPS while SPS is very low. And then all of a sudden, you are staking more SPS therefore earning more vouchers. The cycle continues. It's crazy. I love it. So that's all I have for you guys in this video today. Hopefully it was helpful, or at least entertaining, or whatever the case is. If you got value out of it, though, I would very much appreciate if you would consider liking and subscribing. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on 3Speak, I love you. Thank you so much for supporting on that channel. You are awesome. That's all I have. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you around the game and in the next video.